All right, ladies and gentlemen, we may as well get started for our first CPD this year. As you now know, we start at 6 o'clock this year, and hopefully that's not going to inconvenience too many people. If it is a big problem, then let me know and we may be able to change it. But we plan to do 6 o'clock, finish at 7 o'clock, so hopefully that'll suit people. Tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Richard Stoll, who holds a chair here in restorative dentistry. He was a specialist endodontist in Germany, and he's spent the last 2 years here as a head of restorative. Tonight, I understand this would come under the heading of cosmetic dentistry, I presume, and he's going to show us how to do cosmetic build-ups of anterior teeth. So please welcome Professor Stoll.
So thank you very much. Yes, I will talk about aesthetic dentistry. I will talk about class 5 restorations. So dentistry, when we're doing dentistry, it's really hard work. And especially for me, doing aesthetics is a lot of fun. So especially I like to do that type of work, especially class 4 restorations, because it's usually quite simple and patients are very happy if we do that. And usually I personally like it when patients leave my practice and with a smile on their faces. So let's talk about class 4 restorations. Today I will give you a very small introduction, and probably for aesthetic dentistry we will have to talk about color, we have to talk about materials and instruments, and maybe more than 50% of my lecture will be actual clinical work. So let's start. History. The problem form teeth are really exposed to trauma, and fractures like these are frequently seen. A lot of children come with that, and if you have seen a teenage girl with this type of fracture, they are usually really down because all their feeling about their self depends on face and the presentation to their colleagues. So this was a case, young girl had a fracture in the swimming pool, and she came to me and she was completely in tears because that little fracture. And usually it's not very difficult to do class 4 filling. Looking at the history, class 4 restorations are a little bit difficult because they are under heavy functional load. So usually retention-based filling procedures are difficult. In old times, we did inlays, especially in class 4, we did pin lays, and this was real difficult work. But even today, patients come and want to have that kind of work. Class 4 restorations are, of course, exposed by smiling. So aesthetics are very important. And so color is very important. Color reproduction is the most difficult task we have to resolve. So let's start with tooth color. Tooth color changes during age. They change based on diet and genetic predisposition. So in young teeth, at the left picture you can see a very young tooth. The color is very light. That changes while the patients are aging. At the right, you see a tooth of a lady in their late 60s. And As you can see, the tooth has a completely different color. How can tooth color be classified? The concept of tooth color is the shade guide that has been invented by prosthodontists. Prosthodontists thought, okay, we can classify the teeth into different shades and we can pick a tooth of the right shade for our patient. Good idea. It has been adapted, and today we have a lot of these shade guides, and they are usually made for prosthodontic works to check artificial teeth or ceramic masses. Most well-known shade guide is